𝐓𝐢𝐦𝐞𝐬𝐭𝐚𝐦𝐩𝐬 Super Coach, make real estate great again. Just thought I'd remind everyone, last Friday, the 28th of Feb, we had new legislation for the LMA around development adjustments and nuances. So effectively, there will be new opportunities for developments that weren't available in the past. So some freestanding homes now will be eligible to be developed for townhouses or duplexes. So what they're doing is reducing the land size required and also increasing the height restriction to be eligible. Now, this is really important information to know. We need to realise that you have to be within 10 minutes walk to the local village. Also, we probably feel that it's more likely to affect areas that have been very difficult councils to deal with, like Hunters Hill, Mosman, Waverley, Woollahra, in my opinion. Now, what will this do to pricing? Well, it's certainly good to know as an agent when you're at a listing appointment or talking to buyers. So certainly speak to or visit your local council in order to increase your product knowledge around this, because it's effective immediately. Look, ultimately, I feel in many areas that many freestanding homes are still going to be worth a lot more to traditional residential home buyers than they will be to developers, because the cost of construction is ridiculous and the feasibility will unlikely to stack up when you're bidding against a residential home buyer. However, if you've got someone out of area, a developer who's prepared to work on, say, a less than 20% margin, because most sensible developers, they need a minimum of 20% margin in their feasibility, otherwise it's too risky. But you do get a lot of out of area developers who, in order just to continue have their crew working, I've seen developments go ahead where they've done feasibilities on 10 or 15%, which I think is crazy, but I can see why some out of area, perhaps with cheaper labour, could do it and make the feasibility stack up a little bit better. Or, as I said, the opportunity cost of not doing a development is too high because they've got full-time crews. So this will be an interesting dichotomy against residential home buyers and developers. Effectively, what this LMA legislation is trying to do is make us all live in smaller houses on smaller blocks of land. That's effectively what it's trying to do. But I get that they're also trying to create more homes available given the housing crisis we've got. Will it work? Hard to say. We're just going to need to see at auction what the competition is like against the developers versus the traditional home buyers. So definitely know your stuff, speak to your local council. It's effective immediately, and I'd certainly be knowing every piece of information and printing it out or grabbing a link from the website. And if you don't know, then it's going to be very difficult to hold gravitas when you're in the lounge room, or when you're in front of a developer doing a feasibility, or if a residential home buyer says to you, well, I heard this could be a development site now. Well, you need to be able to combat that with a feasibility and will it stack up or not. So great to see you all. It's been a bit since we've had the Live with Virtue. I'm just getting a bit of vitamin D at the moment before 6 auctions today, which I'm really excited for. Roxy's here, my little assistant. Hey, Roxy, say hi. Hey, darling. She's a beautiful girl. And why don't you send me 5 things you did this week, and why don't you wear a suit at all important appointments? God bless. Live with Virtue.